This was not a working farm. Significantly, it was a hippie commune. It had not been farmed, so we inherited virgin land. So a very unique microclimate here at about 1,000 meters, say 3,400 feet, and a virgin forest with very fertile soil. The volcanic ash soil here that has twice as much organic matter in it than normal soils, which would be somewhere around 7 to 9% by mass. Our soil has 17% organic matter. These are a Brazilian semi-dwarf, by the way. They're not supposed to be tall and gangly, they're supposed to be short and squatty. You got some red ones?
No, not red, no.
Oh yeah, but you can, all the trees have, they just finished flowering. You can still see some of that white little jasmine flower in full bloom. They're really sight to behold. They look like frosted Christmas trees. But you can see the green cherries here. These will turn red and ripen, just like a real cherry. And they got a big pit in the middle, and that's the coffee bean. Well, we depulp it like we just did, and in fact, it's being a fruit, it's very good to eat, and they do make high energy drinks out of it locally here on the Big Island. We eat them. We eat the fruit. We pop them out and just suck on it, and that depulp, and then we put it in a bucket of water where it ferments, and then we sun dry it, and then that'll make this clear husk. It has to be dehusked. There's like a shell, a clear husk around. It's all hand work here, but everything, I mean, as far as intervention goes, is a hands-off organic farm. I mean, we do not intervene at all. We try to pick the varieties that naturally like these conditions. We have a naturally fertile soil. We focus on what we say the cultural practices. The right variety in the right spot. Hygiene, keeping it weeded, keeping the population density, keeping it spread out and like the plant likes. Proper irrigation. So many things can be caused by irrigation. So many things can be averted by proper irrigation. So many problems can be caused by over irrigation. And developing, or I should say, we're not going to get any credit for developing soil fertility here. Maintaining soil fertility. And these are the cultural practices that we focus on. This is our method here. Never do we escalate into the chemical realm, spraying chemicals. Never, never once. And of course, the stone fruit trees, being usually cool and damp, we do have very moist, damp conditions here that lead mold and mildew is our big issue here. And we usually just accept the loss in exchange for intervening into the chemical realm because we don't believe in that. It's a philosophical approach. Like lemongrass borders most of the garden areas. It's got that, here's a small sample of it. It's has that citronella chemical in it that you find in the candles that repels pests. So it will actually keep, it'll mildly discourage pests, like when you're against that grassy berm or maybe this field where if it's not mowed regularly, there's permanent populations of insects. And it serves as a good quarter buffer zone to mildly discourage insects from coming into the garden. This farm can feed 11 people per acre per year, with the criteria being 2 meals a day and the Hawaiian avu pua'a system where we can trade with fishermen or local grass-fed cattle, deer or pig farmers. And if you eat 2 meals a day, we can feed 11 people per acre per year. If more private landowners made such a commitment, Maui and all of Hawaii can be totally self-sufficient. So could everyone in the United States and throughout the world following a similar model that this farm provides.
See, this seems like a pretty good size one.
It didn't get too much water because like it only grew that much.
Okay.
It could have got bigger, but yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
No, another one?
Lunch.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Jeff eating his arugula straight from the ground. How's it?
Delicious.
I tell people the reason that I'm so into organic and organic practices, more so than the taste, the flavor, it's the land and making the land available for my kids' kids. If we keep doing these huge monocultures, GMOs, the pesticides, my kids' kids, they're not even able to grow things. And it's really, really, really important to me. I'm a chef and a fisherman. The runoff from bad agricultural practices is killing our reefs, and it's doing a lot more damage than people think. And I'm just as a chef trying to do my little part in there because it means a lot to me. You go to the store and you get that orange bag of carrots. They're exactly the same size and they're in a little bag. We always bought them. And you taste that next to this. It's amazing. I watched a program where they had these top-notch chefs, great palates. They had them blindfolded, and they were tasting these store-bought tomatoes, and they're like pickled watermelon rind, and they weren't. A lot of them weren't guessing tomato. So just to show you what they've done with flavors, and you guys have probably noticed more organic stuff being available, and also the prices are coming down. It will always be a little more expensive, and if I didn't understand totally why until I watched the process. I mean, you have to have guys out there weeding. You can't just spray it with the chemicals. Stuff does grow slower, so it will be a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. And then one of the facts that I love is we've got our food price down per year, pretty good down because of how we are the agriculture, but our medical bills are super high. So it has a lot to do with it. It's hand in hand. If we start eating healthy and you pay a little bit more for healthy stuff and eating healthy, less McDonald's, more veggies, it's gonna go like your medical bills in the future will come down, and I don't know, for me that's a small price to pay.
High above the chimney top, that's where you find